Hi everybody, it's time for story time with Nana Pies, and today we have chapter 7 of The Last Kids on Earth. So that's chapter 7 of this amazing story of The Last Kids on Earth. And if you're just as excited to me to know what's going to happen next, let's get ready. Awesome. Chapter 7 of The Last Kids on Earth. Okay, this is it. No playing, no waiting, no putting it off because something dinky like being horribly terrified. We're scouring Wakefield for June. Quint says I'm nuts. Quint says it's a long shot. Quint says the odds of one random girl being alive in this town that seems to have very few survivors is infinitely small. But like I tell him, that doesn't explain the feeling in my gut. He tells me the feeling in my gut is probably just gas, and I sock him on the arm. I say, getting all serious, that none of his reasoning can explain the look in June's eyes when I saw her go back into the school that day. A look that told me I'd see her again. And not as a zombie. I'd see her alive, and there might even be a hug involved. So we're on the hunt. I'm behind the wheel of Big Mama cruising down South Street, swerving back and forth across the road to avoid zombies and overturned streetlights and other apocalyptic litter. First stop, Parker Middle School. I've been there 5 times so far, standing outside, yelling for June. But maybe she just didn't hear me. So today I climb into the truck bed, grab a megaphone I nabbed from the fire station, and bust out a new strategy. June Del Toro, are you in there? This is Jack Sullivan, post-apocalyptic action hero, here to rescue you. Quint stares up at me from the passenger seat. Post-apocalyptic action hero? That's what you're calling yourself? I shrug. What? It's accurate. Quint rolls his eyes. Well, it's better than Jack Sullivan, Cheez-It-loving kid in a treehouse. Well then, I want a cool title too, Quint says. Quint Baker, scientific analyst. You have the chance to give yourself any title you want, and you land on scientific analyst? Quint shrugs. Scientific analyst is cool, Jack. I shake my head and go back to hollering at the school. We try for another 10 minutes. Nothing. Let's try them all, I say, slipping back into the seat and putting the truck in gear. Girls like them all, right? That's a thing. But as I steer Big Mama up and over the curb and through a mailbox, Quint suddenly screams, "That's it!" Huh? What? Where? What's it? I can't take it anymore, friend, Quint exclaims. You need to learn how to drive. What are you talking about? I'm a killer driver. Evidence of killer driving. Barely hit it. Just a scratch. Like that already? Look, I think I'm doing pretty good for a guy whose total driving experience up to this point has been limited to holding an Xbox One controller and just squeezing R trigger as hard as I could. But Quint doesn't think that's good enough. Two hours later, he's got me down by the docks, driving through cones and practicing 3-point turns. Even the zombies are bored. And then Quint starts in on the parallel parking. Okay, the curb is set at a 39-degree angle, so you'll need to turn the wheel counterclockwise to 92 degrees. I hate you, Quint. Finally, I say, enough. It's time we have a little fun. I gun it across the parking area. The engine roars. Big Mama is rumbling and shaking, and the wheel feels gigantic in my hands. Incoming loading dock, Quint shrieks. I cut the wheel hard, right, and Big Mama swerves. We're careening around a corner when, out of nowhere, there is something alive in front of us. Whatever it is dives out of the way a moment before I hit it. I slam on the brakes and the tires squeal as we spin to a stop. I think that was a person, I say. My voice cracks. We need to get out and look. Not necessary, Quint says, watching the side mirror. It is a person. Sort of. Quint turns to me, his face tight. Like now he's the one having the digestive problems. It's Dirk Savage. I look in the rearview mirror. Quint's right. Slightly shaking, I reach for the door handle. What are you doing? Quint asks. He's a survivor, like us. We can't leave him. But I hate Dirk. He's the worst. He terrorized me, Quint exclaims. I don't want him in our home. That's where I do my research, Jack. My research. It's my special place. We can't leave him, Quint, I repeat. I can see the wheels turning in Quint's head. After a long moment, he says, fine, but ask him to be nice to me. A horde of zombies have caught wind of us and are shuffling their way over. Need to be quick. I step out of the car, and there he stands. Dirk Savage. 5 o'clock shadow. Strong. Steel-toed boots. Gunk splattered. What did he kill today? Boxing wraps for punching things. Always punching things. Dirk towers alone in the middle of the lot, like some Wild West gunslinger. If there were tumbleweeds in Wakefield, it would probably roll past us just now. Howdy, partner, I say in my toughest tough guy drawl. Hello. So, what do I say here? What are the rules now? How do we behave now that the world has gone down the can? Suddenly, Dirk's eyes dart to the side. Uh-oh. Was this some sort of trap? Are we being hoodwinked? Winked by hoods? No, worse. Flying monster! Dirk shouts. A blood-curdling shriek from above, and then a grotesque beast is swooping down. It is a winged wretch. Jumbo jet level wingspan. Eyeballs curling up the head, so always round, hurtling or searching for prey. Huge hooked talons like freaky velociraptor. Mouth opens massively wide to swallow about anything. Just before the flying beast sinks its claws into me and plucks me from the ground, Dirk Savage shoves me aside. Get down! Near miss. The winged wretch circles around. Dirk's eyes is the monster, his hands open wide. On the tips of his toes, Dirk is like a wild lion, all coiled up, ready to pounce. Then he does, no, you don't. Monster launch. Whoa, I thought I was good at crushing monsters. Dirk is like Conan the Barbarian. Dirk hurls the winged wretch into the closest building. Chunks of brick rain down. The monster lets out a pained howl, then flies off into the distance, sort of air limping. And we're safe. Dirk gives me a short, hard nod, a supermanly "you're welcome," and turns to leave. Wait, I call after him. Where are you going? The monsters will be back. More of them. Need to get to cover, he says. I realize then that the bullied relationship has seriously shifted. Dirk's clothes are torn and tattered. He's clearly alone. Dirk Savage needs my friendship more than I ever needed his. Well, do you want to, hang out? I ask him. I'm with Quint. We have a treehouse. There's room. I mean, if you wanted to. Dirk looks at me like I just asked him to slow dance. What would I want with you two losers? I don't respond. After a moment, Dirk's eyes drop to the pavement. He kicks an old Nuka-Cola bottle cap. Come on, I say. You can still do the whole tough guy longer thing. You just do it with us. Dirk says, can't be a loner unless you're alone. I sigh, dude, I'm not gonna beg. Dirk looks up, then mumbles something that sounds like, well, if it'll shut you up. Quint looks like he's going to toss his lunch. Then he sees Dirk climbing to the back seat. He begins rambling, oh, hi, Dirk, Mr. Savage, or Mr. Dirk. So, how are things? Been enjoying the apocalypse? Hey, you dork. Got any of those egg salad sandwiches? Quint frowns. No, Dirk, I don't. Dirk laughs. He has a high-pitched little giggle squeal that you'd never expect to come out of this bruising kid who looks like a 38-year-old man. Well, that's too bad, he says. You can make me one later. Quint shoots me a look that says, Jack, I'm going to strangle you with your shoelaces. So, what are you guys doing out here? Dirk asks. Looking for a place to play dolls? No, I say, although I do have a serious thing for Malibu Barbie. She's just so beachy and wholesome. Quint rolls his eyes. We're looking for June Del Toro. Jack has a bug in his butt for finding her. Well, she's not at her house, Dirk says. Wait, what? My heart pounding. What does Dirk know? I saw her a few weeks back at the food frenzy looking for grub. Dirk continues. My face got hot and I spin around in the seat. Well, did you help her? You helped her, right? No, you didn't, did you? Why didn't you help her? Dirk glares at me. Relax yourself. Didn't have the chance. She left before I could get to her. But she's alive and she's in town. I look at Quint. I told you so. Pow wow, in your face, Quint. Quint frowns. Or she was alive a few weeks ago. Quint, don't be a negatron. We're making progress here. I sit back in the seat and close my eyes. I can just picture her, curled up, terrified, surrounded by monsters. That's probably definitely what's happening right now. Won't someone please save me? Someone like maybe apocalyptic action hero Jack Sullivan? Probably, definitely what's happening right now. All right, everybody. That is the end of chapter 7. Isn't it good? I want to know what's going to happen in chapter 8. So we all have to come back together really soon so we can find out what's going to happen next. All right, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button so that way Nana Pies can get more help at posting more stories because books aren't free. And make sure you tell all of your friends so that way more and more of us can get together to share stories and books together. All right, everybody. You have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.